Hey everyone, this is Pramita here, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel to watch various tutorials, haul videos and journal flips, tips and tricks, so that we can keep in touch and learn from each other. I also have a Facebook group, so if you're interested in journaling and getting to know me better, remain connected, you can join my Facebook group or follow me on Instagram. I'll post all the links below. I had posted a video on my haul from Elzebel's bookshelf, and I'm sorry. So I had posted a haul video, and she had sent me a ton of stuff. And what I'm planning to do is, I have a naked journal which I had, I have just stitched it. I have not done anything to it. I'll go through this very quickly, and I'm going to prep the pages partially, not fully, because I'm going to keep it open to the kind of journal I would like this to be, which I'm not sure yet. So I might be doing a journaling challenge where I'm going to use this journal, and I will do this as a part series. Like I don't know how long this is going to take me to prep or finish this journal, prepping up wholly. So we'll see what we can do basically. So here I have a ton of supplies that Ellie has sent me, and I'm only going to use them. Apart from the tools that I have a corner punch, I have a circle punch over here, a big one, and a tag punch, kind of like this, and some edge punch kind of thing if I need to add some pockets and tuck spots. And these are some of the journaling cards that Ellie had sent me, and what I've done is I've just snipped them out and inked them up a little bit, as you can see. And with the scraps that were left, what I did was, I didn't have the heart to throw them away because they were pretty thick cardstock, and what I've done is I have basically stamped on the scraps. So these will also go into my journal as, layering stuff or anything of that sort. So I'll start my process and see how much we can do, because I cannot do this in start to finish. It's going to take me hours, maybe, I'm not sure. And I also have some of the papers that Ellie had sent. So whatever I'm using in this series will be from Ellie's scrap packs. And then when I journal, I might add something from my own stash. So let's begin. So in the front, I have this desire to add a pocket over here. So what I'm basically doing is, she had sent me this paper. It says dance as if, I don't know if you can see it, dance as if no one was looking. So I want to put this in the pocket, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this a little bit. So I'm going to trim this a little bit. So I might do one thing. I might use my deckled edge ruler and just, so I am going to hold this a little bit securely, and I'm going to pull towards myself. You can do this with your hand also. You don't need to have a deckled edge ruler, but it's just that I have one. So I am going to glue this as a pocket, and I'm going to trim this like so that, okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this. I might add something over here, so I'm going to eyeball this as the height, and I'm going to make it, I'm just going to fold this first, and then I'm going to take this off. I hope I'm in the frame, and I don't know how much I'll be able to do. That's the beauty. And what I plan to do is I plan to punch out a circle so that I'll have easy access to the pocket. So what I'm going to do is, see how I am trying not to get bothered about the circle. Okay, so I have my circle punched out, sorry, and I am going to add this as the pocket. Usually when I add pockets like this, I don't glue them to the edge because I want a free access. So I can put it like this also. I might do that because I want a free access to this. And I'm using my basic PVA glue. So I'm just gluing this part up. Sorry. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do, but I'm just trying to do as much as possible. So one thing I can do is I can attach a bit of washi over here from my washi stash. So I can attach some washi from my stash. So this is a washi from Prima, and I'm using that as something that I would like to reinforce and also add a little bit of decoration to the page. So it's going to be like so, and I'm going to snip this part off. So this is how it's going to look, and I'm not going to so whatever inking and stuff like that, I might do that later on. I'm going to add a little bit of glue over here, and that's that. It's not sticking properly. I hope it does eventually. So I have my washi over here. So I don't want to create a mess basically. Okay, and I have my pocket already laid down. So if I want, I can put something over here like another tuck spot or something, and right now I don't want to put anything. So on this page I would like to put the date when I'm starting, and for that I can add a Rolodex card of sorts. I think I did stamp out a Rolodex card. Okay, so I did stamp out this Rolodex card, and I'm going to add that as a pocket so that I can put the date over here. So I'm just going to glue this part up because that's the quickest thing that I can do right now, and I'm going to work like crazy. Like I'm trying to finish this as quickly as possible. So I'll do the first part and then you'll see. So I have my Rolodex card. I might put something over here, some sort of floral image maybe. So I do have some images that she has sent. So maybe I'm going to snip this up and so I'm not going to be very fussy about this. I'm going to layer this on a book page and we'll see from there. So this is going to be a pretty simple kind of stuff, and I don't want to mess up the back page, and I'm just making sure that I don't do anything. Okay, so I have a little bit of book page and I have a Rolodex card, and I don't need this much of book page basically. So I'm going to add tiny bit over here, and I'm going to add this succulent over here. Okay, so it's going to be, I'm going to make the succulent a little bit more definitive, like I'm going to go around it, and then I'm going to add that. Now everything I will be putting down over here will not be inked up, so maybe I'm going to put some grungy effects later on. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, so let's not worry about that. So I'm going to put it over here. It's going to be like so. So I'm going to put this down. I might add the tea dye ink a little bit, and I'm not sure whether I'll put some sort of lace or not, because I tend to decorate the first page a little bit more than the others. I might put in here, so that's how I'm going to roll. My glue is oozing out everywhere, and I don't know how you guys are doing. I am my city where I live is in the midst of a rainy season. It's the monsoon, and it has been raining for the past 10 days continuously. I don't know how long this is going to go on. So I have my page pocket Rolodex card done. So I'm going to show how I can put something in over here. I can put something over here in this pocket. So I have one of the pockets, front pockets, done, and I'm going to move on to the next page. Now not all the pages are going to have a prepped look, because I don't want that. So over here I have some book images, like so, and I might add these. So what I can do is I can snip this part up, and I always make sure what's at the back, because I have messed up more than once. So this is basically how I make my journals for sale and for personal use, and I really wanted to show how easy it is just to add a few personal touches. And Ellie has sent me so much that I think it has enough supplies to, you know, prep a single journal pretty well. So I thought that I would like to do this, and yeah. So I'm trying to be very nimble, but I don't know whether I'll be able to do this. So I am fussy cutting around these flowers. Now I'm not perfect with these, as you can see, and I have this flower ready, and I need to put this over here. And what I'll do is I will create a pocket of sorts. This will have a ton of pockets, mind you. So I'm going to put this like so, and sometimes I might use my stapler. This is the Tim Holtz tiny attacher, but I don't use that always. In this case I think I can make an exception, so I'm not gluing stuff down. I'll show you why. And okay, so I did mess up. Okay, so I'm going to show how. So this is going to be like so. This was the rounded corner, and I attached it at this end. So I'm not bothered, I can fix this. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this side just to make it into journal pocket sort of thing. I'm showing you how I do that. Now there are tons of other ways of doing this, and mine is not the only method, but this is how I do stuff, keeping things pretty easy and simple. And in the process I have created another tuck spot over here, and I'm going to glue parts of this flower. I am not going to glue everything. Okay, and now I can't find my white. Oh god, yeah, so I need my white. So um, I am going to wipe everything down, and then it's going to be like so. So I have a tuck spot. I'm going to show how. Okay, so I have a tuck spot over here. I can put something here, and I can put something over here too. So I have two tuck spots or pockets over here, and I'm done with this pocket and that pocket. And this page I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to mess up too much. And okay, so this is page. I'm not going to put this. I'm going to put a tuck spot sort of thing over here. Now Ellie has these punched out tuck spot sort of thing she does. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bigger tuck spot. So what I will do is I will staple these and use them. So I'm going to staple these initially, and then I'm going to use them like so. So I'm going to glue the top part and make this into a tuck spot. I don't know why my glue is oozing out from all kinds of it's so gross. I don't like to touch those gross things. Okay, so here I have another tuck spot sort of thing where I can and this is going to be a simple journal page. I'm not going to do anything to this. Here I can put in some journaling cards, and here I'm keeping it simple. I'm not doing anything on this side. I'll be putting something over here. So first things first, I'm going to put some fabric over here, and then we'll move on. So this is the ruffles, and these are the fabrics. Okay, so maybe I'm going to put some. I did put in some more fabrics. I had some more fabrics over here. Okay, and I'm going to put in these. Okay, so I will use some of the fabrics to make tabs as well as flips, and I'm working in a mess kind of situation. So I'm going to trim this down, and I don't know, like I can put something over here. And okay, right now I'm not worried about that. I'm going to make some tabs, and I'm going to snip sufficient amount of fabric, and you can glue this up, but I am not gluing this. I'm just stapling this up. So I'm going to once again use my tiny attacher. This is a real boon in the process. So I have my tiny attacher, I have my page, and now I am going to staple this. So it's done. Okay, so I have added my first tab and got things going. And on the cover I would like to add some ruffles, and that will come at the last stage, whereby I'm going to add some ruffles at the edge or some lace trim, I'm not sure. So bye now, see you for the second part.